السلام عليكم، معكم دكتور رعد جيمر. حياكم الله في قناتي. Welcome for the Final Fantasy 16. طيب، لا تنسون انه سيد مات واخذنا قوته. صراحة قوته جبارة، بس لما استخدمها انا احسها ضعيفة والله. اما سيد لما يستخدمها تحس انه جبروت. بعد ما مات سيد قابلنا اخوه جاشوا، اتضح انه عايش. كيف؟ ان شاء الله مع الاحداث لما نتقدم في الاحداث نعرف. بس الى الان كلايف ما قابل اخوه وجها لوجه. غير كده بعد ما مات سيد وقابلنا اخوه اتعدى 5 سنوات قدام. في ال5 سنوات دي قدام صار احداث كثيرة. انه صار اللي يخطو خطوات سيد كلايف نفسه بالتمام، يحمي السحرة ويحمي شعبه على قولهم، اللي هو ايش يسموهم دول اللي حاطين علامة في وجيههم. وصار مدينتهم هذا المكان. اعتقد في الخريطة دي فينا ان شاء الله تبان. اوكي، هذا الموقع. اول كان الموقع I think هنا. no I don't think so. فين؟ غريبة، انشالت عشان دمرت خلاص. غريبة. اوكي هيز هير. ما ادري هنا والله يا فرقات. اعتقد هنا يا هنا. كان في مدينة سيد زي ما تقول، كان ياخذ المعلمين اللي في الوجيه يحطهم في الاماكن دي، يا هنا يا هنا. بس بعد اتدمرت صار موقعهم الجديد هذا هو. انا صراحة وقفت على هنا. ما قدرت اكمل لانه صراحة احداث كثيرة مرة. تقدمنا بصراحة، تقدمنا ايش بك، تقدمنا اللي وصلنا ل5 سنوات قدام. لا تسألني كيف. بس المخرج داير كذا.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnes. I expect he'll be in the mess.
اصلا نشوف حتى وجه كلايف تقول كانه حرق وجهه او شال العلامة. كيف؟ ما ادري كيف شال العلامة، بس تعرف موسمون ولا ايوه الموسمون اعتقد يسموهم زي كذا، انه يحرقوا وجيههم عشان يشيلوا العلامة دي. او يمكن في شيء ثاني وانا ما ادري. انا صراحة قاعد اخذ لفة لانه
sign outside should have told you. Yeah, the sign outside should have told you.
But there's no sign.
اعتقد هذا الميوزك.
Have we any more knuckle puck?
اوكي ايوه. شوف هنا رايقة. وانا ادمي صراحة احب الروقان.
Does that one have blood on it?
والله احسك متي.
Is it business or pleasure?
What do you
Go
think?
on then.
انقراض خمسات الموجة يمكن تلقاء شحن تحويضة سحرية. اوكي الفرقات. خلينا نروح الخريطة. قصدي المال. ايوه القدرات. عندي 1200. صراحة بفك دي بس الى الان ماني قادر افكها. يعني شوف كيف فيها قوة، بتخيل الى الان ماني قادر افكها. يا سلام، شوف القوة اللي نحن نبغاها. الله يسامحكم بس يعني من جد دحين ماني قادر، لازم اجمع لي. والله لازم. انا ودي اخذ دي دحين حاليا اللي هي دي. نو واي نوت. هو 120 تمام ما في شيء. ابى احاول اتحمل ان انا اخذ دي ولا دي. كمان 2300 وهذه 1500. تو ماتش بصراحة.
I'm not much bothered either way.
You're alive. اوكي.
Clive,
صرت تناديني باسمي كمان، حلو.
not saying fortune, do you?
صاعقة. اوكي نغير شوية.
Last you a good while.
ما اعتقد ان انا ده يحتاج. تم نشوف التعزيز.
That it? Fine.
شوف السيف كيف غريب. ايش كان عندي سيف قبل ما اشتري؟ اوكي نشوف. والله انت تشوف.
What do you need?
اكشلي وانا سيل.
What do you want?
كان ابيع ولا ما اقدر كمان؟ هذا اخذته خلاص. هذا عندي من اول. والله كلها اشتريتها.
Fine.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just
هذا جديد. صورة ذكريات. الوعد. اوكي. اوكي هذا الاتفاق ما بيني وبين سد لما كان من ندمر البلورية. بعد ما دمرناها سد توفى. صراحة احداث بارت السابق كانت كثيرة بدرجة ما تتخيل. يعني سيد توفى، اخوه جواشوا نقابله، بس انه يعني لما قابلنا كان زي ما تقول يعني كلايف كان زي ما تقول مغمى عليه. ايش كمان؟ ولا وكمان تتقدم القصة ل5 سنوات قدام. يعني احداث كثيرة مرت علينا. بس استمتعت والله بصراحة.
All operations are suspended until...
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
اكيد مهمات سايد ميشن ولا شيء.
Lady Tyre is performing a delicate operation and must not be disturbed. I'll let her know you called.
عجيب.
Escape from the slave markets. How'd you manage that?
No one works longer or harder than our Otto.
والله ما اجمل عودة، والله بعد مكان منطقة كبيرة بصراحة، اكبر من المكان اللي كنا فيه سابقا.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
ايوه.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Wow.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
بالعيد المقطع ذا
Visit our resident historian.
وراجع شرحه لانه صراحة شرحه مرة عجبني والله.
Here for another of my lectures.
استعراض حال المملكة. أسأل عن فيفيان أسأل عن ذهاب إلى المخبأ. أوكي.
I admit,
طيب أنا إيش
a far
أستفيد؟
more I do wish our lawsmen would consider acquiring some more contemporary volumes. I tire of the classics.
أوه، شوف المكتبة كيف. The library. أوكي.
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible. Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called...
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
أنا ما أتكلم معاك، ليه تبغاني أتكلم معاك
How good
ثاني؟
it is to see you, Clive.
استعراض لألف المجلد.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. I have quite the find for you today.
هذا اللي قلبوا علينا زعلانين. ليه قاعد نساعدهم؟ هذا الوسم، وايش يسموهم لا في شيء يقولوا لهم الوشم التي يتم وضعه على وجنة حاملي السحر في فاليثيا لتميزهم عن البشر. يتم فحص الأطفال الرضع عند الولادة، ويتم دمغ حاملي السحر منهم بوشم على وجانتهم، ويأخذون في أحد الدولة. قليلين من حاملي السحر من يفلت من هذا الاختبار. يعني مساكين دول، يعني تخيل من يوم ما ولدوا هم على طول يختبروهم. الأجندة لا شوفها، الجندي الموسوم. اوكي.
You wish to study the tomes?
No.
You are always welcome, Clive.
I think it's enough for me today. قاعدين نستكشف، أخذنا بعض الأحداث. ترى حلو ترى لما
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
دقيقة بسوي حاجة قبل ما أكمل المهمة. أنا وصلت المستوى الحكمة 3. أبغى أرجع للشايب ده كل فترة.
And how may I assist you today? Allow me to educate you.
أيوة، من خلال تحدث الفيفيان في غرفة الخريطة بالمخبأ يستطيع كلايف رؤية حالة القارة ومعرفة المزيد عما يحدث في فاليثيا، وكذلك إعادة الزيارة أي من دروس نانتيرس السابقة، أو إلقاء نظرة أعمق على علاقات أولئك الذين دخلوا دائرة كلايف. خلينا نبدأ هنا.
Here's the latest information I have.
يمكن رؤية تصوير تفصيلي من علاقات الشخصيات فاينل فانتسي، والذي يتم تحديثه باستمرار خلال التقدم في السيناريو الرئيسي. اوكي، هذا كنا صغار، بعدين هذا الوالد، هذا الأم، هذا اللي مات. شوف الجهة السوداء توفت. حلو والله، الحركة جاية حلوة. الغريب والغامض إلى الآن ما كشفوا عن دوره، بس اللي عرفناه إنه أخوه. بعد قدمنا شوية، تعرفنا على شخصيات جدد اللي هي دي. هذا التايتن إلا زي ما تقول هدم موطننا السابق وقتل اللي فيه كله علشان بنديكتا، عشانها ماتت. هذا صراحة ما لحقنا دوره، بس كان الاثنين دول شغالين مع بعض، بنديكتا والملك والد مدري ولد حاجة كده. دحين صاروا مسالمين دحين. والله يا اخي نايس والله. هذا البنات تعرفنا عليهم، المخبأ سد، وهذا القائد الانت. نايس. والله ابداع والله. شوف كيف. بعدين جاك هذا قتل بنديكتا، وهذا برضو توفى حارسها الشخصي. بعدين اتفقوا دول الثلاثة مع بعضهم. اوه هذه حرمة كان الحارس الشخصي للمال لأبوه، بعدين توفت. شوف اي والله نحن ماشيين صح ولا الى الان. بعد قدمنا ايوه هذا ايزابيل اللي قابلناها. بعدين توفى سيد. شوف سيد توفى هنا وقفنا. اعتقد بعدين اتعرف على شخص جديد. شوفهم والله حركات.
Study it well, Clive.
يمكنها رؤية نظرة عامة شاملة تفصيلية عن الأحداث الجارية والسابقة المتعلقة بقصة كلايف، ويتم تحديثها في أثناء تقدمك عبر السيناريو الرئيسي. أوكي هذا كلايف I think. بوابة فينيكس. أوكي دحين نرجع. بعدين هنا الامبراطورية دخلوا على بوابة فينيكس وحاربونا. واستولوا على مدينتنا او مدينة كلايف. اوكي نايس والله. I think كلايف سافر الى فين I don't know. شو الامبراطورية كانت هنا. بعدين اتفق هو سيد وعودة للمخبأ بعد ما اتفقوا سيد وتعرفوا على بعض. ايوه بعدين لا تنسوا رجعنا لبوابة فينيكس كمان. رجعنا له عشان نستكشف قوة كلايف. هنا دمرنا هذا المخبأ الجديد، بس هنا دمرنا اللي هي شو اسمه ده الله يطول عمره، الجبل اللي كان كله بلوريات على قولهم ولا على قول المخرج. والله نايس والله.
The state of the realm is
حلو.
ever changing, Clive.
تحس الشرح ممتع شوية. ان شاء الله انه ما تنملوا. انا صراحة ماني مبسوط والله صراحة، ما في ولا ملل قصدي. I'm sorry إذا طولت عليكم. بس يلا كنتينيو. حتى انت الآن بغرفتي ايش تبي؟ برضو خطابات تسرد تقارير ورسائل وخطابات مهمة الأخرى. أوكي بس خطاب واحد وخليت خطابات.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now? Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
عاصفة التجمع. اوكي.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
يعني مارتا راح تروح يعني ولادنا انا ادور عليهم وعندك 20,000 شخص عندك هنا. يا اخي احترم عمرك.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And know, it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
غرفة الخرائط ايش تبى كمان؟ لازم اتكلم معاها كمان مرة ثانية لانه خلاص اوريدي تكلمت معاها. لسه في اشارة كمان تدوني.
My favorite pupil.
اسأل اوكي.
I admit.
خلاص هات كل
A far more
أسأل على المستوطنة البلورية.
My beloved homeland. Or at least it was. How may I help you today?
خلاص يعني.
Once more? Very well.
وانت بالصراحة ودي تعيد شرحها مرة ثانية بصراحة.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yara. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
I'm sorry والله أنا داري إنه أقدر أعيد المقطع وأرجع وأفهم، بس طريقة شرحها مرة ملهم بدرجة إني ودي أعيده مرة ومرتين وثلاثة. خلينا نفتح الخريطة بسرعة عشان قبل ما نمشي. طيب خلاص بدل ما امشي واضغط هنا نتوكل صح؟
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
We're best off staying where we are for now.
هذا المدينة اللي ماتوا فيها كله.
Let's get you to a physical.
لا مو هي، لا مو هي، معلش سوري. لا مو هي.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You
Could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them.
Bastard.
You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
واصل عند المهمة غيرها.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of...
كان ودي اضغط زر نروح هناك على طول.
Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
ايش عندي مهمتين ولا مهمة واحدة؟ فك الخريطة ثاني. هي ما عندي مهمة واحدة. غريبة انا مؤشر عليها مهمتين. ويا ما ابغى ايش بالقوة اللي تتضارب معاه.
Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then... they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
لسه يمشي ورايا. Allah.
Are we too late?
I
There
think
might
so,
still be
yeah.
someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear,
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Get him!
كلهم ماتوا.
This one.
بس خلاص فينيش ايزي.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
اهم شيء سألها وجاوبت، بعدين قالوا اكتملت المهمة. يا حنين.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Martha to beg Sin's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sin, where are you? Sin!
In here. We found a survivor.
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Riddick's Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
اوكي. ماما نبي لا اروح عني. ازهار الموت. لازم تمشي في المسار عشان لا يأذوك. هذا مرة مو مسار. تقول فين مسار انا؟ الله الله. لا توقف لا توقف. اعتقد هذا راح تقاتله. شايف الضحكة انت بس؟ بين الحين والآخر قد واجه كلاب أكبر كائنات وأسرعها وأشرسها. القضاء على هذا التهديد سيكسب كلايف شهرة، وسيمنحه أيضا مواد نادرة يمكن استخدامها لصنع تاج جديد أو ترقي عناصر حالية.
Spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball. Yes. Go for it! Get him! Go for it! Too slow. Over here! Attack!
والله قوي ترى. واو والله قوي ده. اوه من حقه يضحك الضحكة الأليمة دي. أما عيت من جديد يا شيخ. طب ليه رجعتوني هنا طيب؟ يا مشوارك قهرتني. فوق 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 فوق. I think from this side yeah. أنا بديت أضيع. تحمست شوية صراحة. مرة ما طلعت في الهيل ولا شوية. كمان ما توقعت انه راح يقتلني زي كذا. والله قوي والله ما يمزح.
Thank you, Founder.
شوفوا والله قهرني. مرة لا تستحقره. God. شوف ولا سلوا ولا شيء. واو واو، شايف القوة كيف انت؟
This one.
يهو
Too slow. Get him. This one.
هيا بقول نص. بعد 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 لا والله لازم يموت.
Farewell.
والله فروال.
You didn't see that coming.
والله قوي.
That must be the bridge.
يا اخي شوف كيف نايس.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
انا عارف ادفن، اما ارميها في البحر جديدة علي دي.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
مبسوط، عجبتني. ايش اسوي طيب؟ خلاص خلاص خلاص، اخر مرة اخر مرة.
call themselves our country.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
مارتا زعلانة. Yeah, I know. وإيش فيه؟
Where's Gav?
خلينا نروح للقاف نسمع ايش يقول ونوقف عليها.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. and Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
أول مرة والله عنده كلايف عنده عم. متجر اوتو مفتوح الآن. هي بعد ما قتلت الوحش سيء السمعة أبو ضحكة. أوكي، أصبحت منشآت المخبأ 3 التالية متاحة: تقارير العصبة، همسة الزبون، لوحة الصيد. تقع بالقرب من اوتو في قاعدة الطعام. اوكي. طيب، ان شاء الله يعجبكم المقطع. لا تنسون اللايك وشير وسبسكرايب. مع السلامة.